the open women's and open men's wake skim qualification rounds. And then lastly, at 12:45 p.m., we'll be doing the amateur women's wake surf last chance qualifier, including the open men's wake surf and wake skim last chance qualifying round. That's our full schedule of today, and we'll be hopefully ending activities today at about 2:30 p.m. But do remind you, this is just day number 2. We do have a Sunday, which is the big day, so please do come back for Sunday. We will be having all of the finals for all of the different disciplines that have been on in this event. Looks like the day is going to be a great day. The water looks absolutely perfect. The weather couldn't be better on our beautiful venue here at Lake Tondano. Right on your screen right now, that's the president of the IWF. We had the opening ceremony yesterday, so this is the highlight of day number 1 on your screen right now. Some of our riders. So again, we have about 8 to 10 countries gathered here from all around the world. Here's some highlights of some of the awesome wakeboarding that was going on yesterday. Big tricks being thrown there. So if you're just joining today, if you want to share this link, we are live streaming it right now, so definitely hop onto Facebook and type in minahasa.go.id. If you have any friends or family who want to check it out, we had a lot of viewers yesterday, a lot of comments. I saw the Facebook page was really blowing up. We'll be starting off today. Now there's our boat driver, Marcus. Highlight of day 1. Head coach of Singapore right there with his team. There's some wake surfing that we did yesterday. This is LCQ. Now if you don't know what LCQ means, it means last chance qualifier. These athletes, let's give them our support and love as they are really putting on a show here on our beautiful Lake Tondano. Again, the live streaming link, Facebook on the screen right now. Again, if you want to share this link with any of your friends or family overseas or even at home in Indonesia, please type into Facebook, minahasa.go.id to get the best view other than being here live. Again, if you're unfamiliar with wakeboarding, I'll give you a quick rundown of the format. Basically, each wakeboarder will be allowed 2 passes through the wakeboard course, during which time they will be able to perform any routine of their choosers, doing tricks, and will be judged on 3 subjective style categories to arrive at a single combined score. So that's what everyone's aiming for here, is to rack up the points by doing tricks and hopefully come up with a big score. The one with the biggest score will take the top position, followed by second, third, etc. So these categories are quite simple. We have execution of the trick. This is how good you can do the trick. The intensity of the trick, which is basically how aggressive you are, and also the composition. So the composition is just reflects the overall composition of the routine in terms of the rider's ability to perform a variety of maneuvers in a flowing creative sequence. Each of these categories you can score a maximum of 33.3 points. So basically you can get a maximum of 100 points. Yesterday we saw a lot of big scores in the 80s, some in the 40s, and in the 60s and 50s. But the higher the score, that's what you're aiming for. Again, the open men's and women's actually have no restrictions on tricks. They can actually choose whatever trick or routine they would like to do, where the intermediate division have some restrictions. Well, we'll talk more about that when that division comes up. Now, for now, we'll be focusing on the open women's wakeboard last chance qualifier round starting very soon. We have 3 riders in this division before we move on to the men's, open men's Heat 1 and Heat 2 wakeboard LCQ. It's going to be a very, very exciting day. Again, I've told you the full schedule, but if you'd like to more general information, please hop on over to the iwf.asia/event/iwf-asia-wakefest-minahasa-2023 if you'd like to some more general information. It looks like we've already got our first rider off the dock now. We have Wai Ping Wong from Singapore. This will be our first open woman wakeboard LCQ athlete. Conditions right now on Lake Tondano. Absolutely perfect. Weather's nice. Couldn't ask for a better morning for day number 2 of the IWF Wakefest, Asia Wakefest Minahasa 2023. Let's go. Let us begin the day. So she's approaching the start of the wakeboard course, pulling out nice and wide on her heels now. Nice double heel side 1-2 wake jump to start things off. Again, she's just trying to toe side. Oh, going for a toe side double wake jump there. Sadly, they're just losing the handle. Again, each wakeboarder is allowed a maximum of 2 falls. And as long as that fall, that second fall is before the 3/4 buoy, they would be allowed to continue. The first fall. So it's quite nice to have this 2 fall rule. It just allows a little bit less stress and a little bit more room for the rider to Again, on the water right now, we have Wai Ping Wong representing Singapore. Again, only the top 2 will go to the finals, which will be held tomorrow. So this is quite a very, very important last chance qualifier rounds for both the open women and open men coming up later in this morning. Again, right now it's 8 a.m. We're starting with the open women's. Later on, we'll be moving on to the open men's. With wake surfing coming up later down the road. About 9:30 a.m. Followed by 11:15 a.m. we'll be doing the open women's wake skim qualification rounds for both open women and men. 12:45 p.m. we'll be doing the amateur women's wake surf last chance qualified, followed by the open men's wake surf and skimboard last chance qualifier. So right now we are at the 8 a.m. mark for our activities. First rider on the water right now. If you're just zoning into the live stream now, welcome. All right, here we go. Wai Ping Wong back on the water now, representing Singapore here in the Open Women's Wakeboard LCQ round. Last chance qualify. This is basically a last chance to make it into the finals tomorrow. But we need to rack up those points and impress those judges. I'll be keeping you up to date with all the live scores as they come in to see who will make it. So she's going back for her second pass now. Each rider is allowed 2 passes with a maximum of 2 falls, as I just said before. So far, she's done quite a few good, 1 heel side double wake jump, fell on the double wake jump toe side. So I think she's got a lot left in her trick bag. Let's see what she has in store for us right now here live on Lake Tondano. Big cutout here for a hillside trick. Nice, going for indie grab, double wake jump. Back on her toes now, cutting quite aggressive. Went for that toe side double wake jump again. Unfortunately, they're just catching the lip of the wake and losing the handle. And with that, we'll conclude Wai Ping Wong's run here in the LCQ. But will the points be enough? Only time will tell. I'll be keeping you up to date with the live scores as they come in. But we do have 2 more riders left to go here in the Open Women's Wakeboard LCQ. Top 2 will proceed to the finals. Again, yesterday we had the qualifying rounds for both the Open Men and Open Women. It was absolutely fantastic. We had a lot of great performances, everyone bringing the A game. And I'm sure here in the LCQ rounds, I think everyone will be wanting to make it into the finals. So it's going to be, let's give them our support, our love, and respect here out here in the IWF Asia Wakefest Minahasa 2023. A lot of these athletes have been training many months. A lot of sweat and tears have gone into this. Just to come here and compete at such a lovely venue and country, I got to say, my first time here in Indonesia, absolutely loving it. Can't wait to come back next year, hopefully. This event, we're hoping this event can be annual, which would be fantastic. So next on the water, I should say, we have Nadia Atalia Signaga from Indonesia. So a homegrown, representing her home country here. It must feel great to do that. We saw her yesterday. She had a really pretty stellar round, but unfortunately she didn't make it into the LCQ, but now she has a second opportunity right now live to hopefully make it in those top 2 positions to proceed to the finals. But we're going to have to wait and see together as we watch her come in for her first pass very soon. Again, if you're just tuning in right now, I mean, the live stream has been live for about 30 minutes or so. We are on our day number 2 of 3 here at the IWF Asia Wakefest Minahasa 2023 here at Lake Tondano. It's going to be a hot day. The weather looks absolutely fantastic. For the open men's, yeah, if you can, man. Paul just said to me, like, other than the trick name, he wants me to, like if they do a tantrum, we can't just say tantrum, they'll say, like, it's actually like a backflip, something like that. If I can just get through this open woman, open men, then I'm happy, man. Then I can, the wake surfing, wake skim should be okay. I'll put this t-shirt on later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to rock and roll here with Nadia Atalia Signaga from Indonesia here in the Open Women's Wakeboard LCQ. 2 passes to rack up as many points as she can. Let's see what she has in store for us. Looks like she'll be starting out, approaching the wakeboard course now. Big cutout here for a hillside trick. Big double hillside wake jump with an indie grab. Back on her toes now. Looks like a shifty 180 hillside double wake jump. Nose grab 180. So far so good, looking really nice and comfortable. Big air on the tricks. Toe side indie grab there. Double wake jump. Really clean run. I think that's better than yesterday. Definitely racking up the points there. Really impressed. Ready for a second run in just a moment, but so far looking really, really good. That's actually better than yesterday, I think she definitely wants to make it into the finals, and she knows what she has to do. She has to be in that top 2 riders here in the open women's wakeboard LCQ round. Here we go, coming back now for run number 2. Pulling out nice and hard for a hillside trick. Back roll. Really nice and clean. Great rotation on the board. Back on her toes now. Was going for the scarecrow, which was basically a front roll with a 180-degree front side turn. If you do a handle pass, that becomes a tootsie roll.
Yeah, if you go backside spin, it's a tootsie.
Yeah, we're backside, yeah. And if you do a 360 back.
If you do a full 360, it's a dum-dum.
Yeah, with the handle. You got to see the hand go behind the back, right? Not bad, though. Really great. I think Nadia's doing a lot better than yesterday. I think she's really improved. Maybe yesterday was a bit of a familiarization, but so far so good. Really impressed. And she will get another go, as that's only her first fall, and she is before the 3/4 buoy. Paul said he don't want any people, any riders in this. Yes. Yeah, he don't want people like screaming and stuff. Yeah, I don't know any, man. Yeah, it'd be good to have a few phrases, right? Yes. Be good, man. Need to learn a bit. At least I got the lake name right. Tondano. Gotta really pull that DA. All right, Nadia, I wonder what's going through her mind right now. She does have a bit more time left on the board here to do maybe 1 or 2 more tricks. She's trying to get as many points as she can, but I think she's doing good already. But let's see if what she will do here now as she comes down the 3rd quarter of the round, past number 2. Big pull out now for a toe side trick. Nice big cut in. Ooh. Fell again on the same trick, which was the scarecrow. That front roll to 180 front side turn. And that will conclude Nadia's run here in the Open Women's Wakeboard LCQ. But I think it's going to be a good score. She may have that score to go into the next round, but I'll keep you up to date with the live scores when they come out to determine that. But we still have one more wakeboarder here left to go in the Open Women's Wakeboard LCQ before we move on to the Open Men's Heat 1 Wakeboard LCQ. Also, if you're an athlete now, please head on over to the ems.iwf.sport website /athletes and fill in your profile. I repeat, can you just head on to the EMS system of the IWF and fill out your profile? Just let us know a little bit more about you. So far, a really exciting start to our day here. Seen some really great tricks here on the perfect conditions here at Lake Tondano. Next off the dock, we do have Yen Chi Cheng representing Chinese Taipei here in the LCQ, Open Women's Wakeboard. Our final rider. Again, only the top 2 will proceed to the final, so the pressure must be on. But with pressure comes results, and she knows that. Let's see what she has in store for us. She just saw Nadia go out, pull off some pretty big tricks. She knows what she has to do. Let's see if she can do it together live as we watch. Just tying off surf carving the wake. Just prepping herself now, starting the wakeboard course for a hillside first trick. What's it going to be? Big double wake jump with an indie grab. Back on her toes now. Similarly, going for a toe side double wake jump with another indie grab. So a mirror image, just showing the judge you can do both ways. Nice 180. Toe side 180. Hillside, sorry. Again, another hillside with a 180 with an indie grab. Mute grab, sorry. Pretty simple first pass there. Quite nice. Just doing a bit of a mirror images of her tricks. Showing the judges you can do it on both sides. Let's see what she has left for the second pass. I think she still wants to rack up a lot more points. She could maybe go for some inverts. This is the open division, so the trick book is open. She is allowed to do any trick that she wishes, as long as she has the ability to do it. But in general, the harder the trick, the more points you'll score with the judges, and that's what she wants right now. Looks like she's now going to be riding in switch position. Pulling out nice and hard now. Starting off her second pass with a toe side trick, kind of really hard, going for that 180 toe side. Back on her toes again, back in regular position. Go! Went for the front roll, just a bit of over rotation. Sadly, they're taking a front edge. And that will be her first full, with another opportunity coming up in just a moment, as each rider is allowed up to 2 fulls as long as it's before the third quarter buoy. A nice trick, a little bit over rotation, but she's still got another opportunity to pull it off very, very soon if she wishes. There's Nadia on the screen right now. A much better run than yesterday. I think she's going to be really happy with that. Definitely got a high opportunity here to score a lot of points. Again, the top 2 with the biggest points will proceed to the finals tomorrow. Again, on the water, we have Yin Chi Cheng representing Chinese Taipei. Had a really solid first pass, doing a lot of the same trick on both sides of the wake. Came back just now, just falling on that front roll. Let's see if she can get it, or we'll try it again. We'll find out together. All right, here we go. Let us watch. Our eyes glued. Nice little ollie hop there. Yin Chi Cheng on the water right now. Here in the LCQ Open Women's, our final rider here, the Open Women's Wakeboard LCQ. 3 riders battling it out for those top 2 positions to make it into the finals. Let's see if she can rack up a few more points to try to secure that spot. Toe side, front roll. Again, looks like she landed quite well, but slipped out the back. A big trick worth a lot of points. Unfortunately, that will conclude Yan Chi Cheng's run representing Chinese Taipei here in the Open Women's Wakeboard LCQ. That will be wrapped up, and we'll be moving straight into the Open Men's Heat 1 Wakeboard LCQ coming up in just a moment. 4 riders here in the Heat number 1 with 3 in Heat 2. Stay tuned as we move on to our next category here in the IWF Asia Wakefest Minahasa 2023 on the beautiful lake of Tondano. I really pulled the da. No. That makes it easier for me now too. Make it 3 syllables. Yeah. Exactly. Again, a big shout out to our main sponsor, BNI. If you're just checking in the live stream right now and want more people to tune in like we did yesterday, had a lot of people on live from all over the world. Definitely head on to Facebook and share the search minahasa.go.id. It is the morning, but we've got a full schedule of activities happening today to about 2:30. I did share the schedule a while ago, and I will share it again later in the afternoon. But here we go, our first rider off the dock now here in the open men's Heat 1 wakeboard LCQ. We have Aga Nuchaya from Indonesia, homegrown, representing the home country. What a moment for him, an opportunity here. Only the winner will make it to the final. So only one of these 4 riders will make it into the finals tomorrow. So the pressure is on, but the opportunity is wide open. Let's see what Aga Nuchaya has in store for us. Had a pretty interesting round yesterday. Let's see if he can improve on that. Coming back on his hillside, big hillside double wake jump. So big it was, whoa, went for the toe side double wake jump, but really lost, unfortunately they're losing control and losing the handle. That will be full number 1 for Aga Nuchaya from Indonesia. Great first opening trick, but again, each rider is allowed 2 falls, so he will get another opportunity to continue in just a moment. Wow, these LCQs are pretty tough, man. One person, only one. Yeah. Quite tough, man. Stressful.
It is.
And all these guys are doing big tricks, man.
Yeah.
You know.
How many heat was it? How many heat? Probably 6 for qualification.
Yeah, so you have 6, right? I think you have 6. Then you have 2 going, right? To the final. Then you have 4 in the LCQ, right? Then you have 2. So again, yesterday we had the qualifying rounds yesterday for open men's and open women's. Oh, big wave to the camera, live on the stream. Lots of smiles, lots of love out there for all the countries gathered here. 8 to 10 countries gathered. That's a common trend. You see a lovely community here in North Sulawesi. It's a great, great place to be. A great venue. I think we should come back next year for another event, but maybe make it even bigger. But here we go. Aga Nuchaya from Indonesia back on the water now. Just took a fall just before going for a toe side double wake jump. But let's see if he's going to go for it again. It looks like he is going to go for it again. Back on the toes, coming really hard. Big cut. Big, whoa! Was going for the scarecrow, which is a front roll with a 180 front side rotation. We saw Nadia go for that in the open women's. Sadly, falling as well. It's a very difficult trick. Even the front roll is difficult, but to add in that extra 180 degrees front spin makes it even a touch more difficult. A big trick with a lot of points. I think I know why he went for it, because only the winner will proceed to the finals here in the Open Men's Heat 1 Wakeboard LCQ. And that will be the conclusion of his run. That is his second fall with 3 riders left to go, all battling it out for that top position. Again, all the finals will be tomorrow. So this is basically the opportunity to make it into tomorrow's schedule of activities, especially for the finals. Will be very, very exciting. So if you're just tuning in to day 2 and you're here for day 1, just remember day 3 is when we're going to be having all of the finals for all of the wakeboarding, wake surfing, and wake skim. So it's again, a big shout out to organizers of this event, the IWF Wakefest Series 2023 Minahasa. Of course, want to thank the Committee Olahraga Nasional Indonesia, also known as KONI, Sulawesi Utara. This event was sanctioned by the International Water Skiing Wakeboard Federation Asia, also known as IWF Asia, as well as proudly supported by the Indonesia Water Skiing Wakeboard Association, also known as PSAWI. A big thank you to all of our local and international organizers and supporters to make this event possible. Big opening ceremony yesterday and a great day number 1. We're now in the beginnings of a beautiful day number 2 here on Lake Tondano. So again, we have about 3 riders left. We just had our first in the open men's Heat 1 wakeboard LCQ. We're now on to our second rider now off the dock. We have Alex Hanif representing Indonesia. We have 3 Indonesian representative athletes here in the Heat 1. Another one on the water right now. Must be super proud to be out there representing your home country on your home turf. What a moment. And let's find out what tricks he has in store. Again, his aim of the game is just to score as many points as he can by impressing those judges. Conditions right now absolutely perfect. Not one roller on the water. Starting off with a hillside trick. Nice big aggressive cut. 911. So that's like an indie glide. Now going for a scarecrow. Again, that's his front roll with a 180 frontside spin. Back on his heels now. Was going for the back roll there. Just taking the full, unfortunately. But what a start to the run. A lot of big tricks right there. Just to start off his run. That will be his first full, with another opportunity to continue in just a moment. Check the live results. Let me check the live results so I can keep you up to date with the scores while we wait for Alex. So I do have some live scores coming in right now. We do have a score for Aga Nuchaja from Indonesia with a score of 10.0. So that is the score to beat right now. Again, only one rider will proceed to the final. So right now the bar benchmark has been set at 10.0. All right, let us go. Alex Hanif from Indonesia back on the water now. Just falling on that back roll. Let's see if he's got a few more tricks coming back on his hillside now. Going for a big air railie, which is letting that board right, jumping the wake and letting that board just swing right out. And that will be the conclusion of his first round. A great recovery there by Alex. Let's see what he has in store for us for his second pass coming back. Again, trying to get as many points as possible. Right now, the benchmark is 10.0, held by Aga Nuchia, fellow teammate of Alex. It looks like he'll be starting off with a toe side trick. No, he's switching up onto the heels now for a switch trick. Wow, went for the front flip. Lands it just nice. Back on the heels now, back in regular stance. Another air railie. It looks like a crypt. Was going for the crypt, which is basically an air railie with a front side landing. Unfortunately, going down. That will be his second full and will be the conclusion of Alex's Hanif's run. A great run, worth a lot of points, I bet. And I'll keep you up to date when that score does come in live. We are now officially halfway through the Open Men's Heat 1 Wakeboard LCQ round. 2 more riders left to go here in this very, very exciting day 2 of the IWF Asia Wakefest Minahasa 2023. A nice overview of Lake Tondano right there. A beautiful landscape, a beautiful scenery, a perfect place to hold such a prestigious event of a beautiful sport such as water sport. Not just wakeboarding, but this event is actually a combination of wakeboarding, wake surfing, and wake skimboarding, which you will see later on today. Again, the full lineup of activities. Right now, we're in the open men's wakeboard LCQ rounds of both the women and men, but we do have more activities coming up later on. At 9:30, we're going to be having the open women's wake surf qualification round, including the open men's. But let us keep our eyes on the water right now. Our third rider off the dock here in the open men's Heat 1 wakeboard LCQ, we have none other than Indonesia from Indonesia as well. 3 Indonesians here in Heat number 1, battling it out for that top position, as only one will proceed to the finals. Our second to last rider on the water right now. Let's see what he's got. Hillside trick to start things off. Very aggressive. Tantrum Indy with an Indy Graham. So tantrum is just a backflip. Scarecrow, again, this is a front roll with a 180-degree front spin. Air Rayleigh, looked like we might have gone for the hoochie glide there as he was going for that method grab. Front roll, there you go. Beautiful, big air on all his tricks, really showing us how to execute these tricks to the highest degree. And I think that will be run number 1 for Indonesia. And another opportunity to do another line of tricks in his routine coming up in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, he had one stellar first pass, coming back for his second now. Indonesia from Indonesia, coming back here for his second final pass here in the LCQ. Whoa! Was going for the tantrum, the fakie, and lands it. Half cab roll, which is a switch back roll to revert. 360-degree spin on the board. Absolutely landing every trick he's doing right now. Whoa! I believe he was going for a Tootsie roll there, which is just a front roll with a backside 180 handle pass. Wow, really showing the judges that he knows all the tricks, a lot of variety in his routine. Overall, very good run, but will it be enough? I'll have to let you know as the live results come in. And now we have one last rider left on the dock now here in the open men's Heat 1 wakeboard LCQ. What an interesting Heat 1. I got another live score coming in right now. We do have a score for Alex Hanif, now taking the top position here, representing Indonesia with a score of 29.89. Now that is our top score. Again, only one of these riders will proceed to the finals tomorrow, so every point counts. One rider left on the dock now. Very exciting end of the Heat 1. I'm really pumped up, and I will be moving on to Heat 2 of the open men's coming up very, very soon after the next rider. What my brain doing is it can't catch up, so I'm seeing these rotations, right? And like processing it too slow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our last rider, wakeboarder, coming up next in the open men's Heat 1 wakeboard LCQ is representing Singapore. It will be Sim Hui Sing. The pressure must be on he must pull out the results. And to do that, he must get at least a score of 29.89. We are still waiting for the live result of Indonesia to come in. But let's see what Sim Hui Sing has in store for us as he now comes back for his first pass of 2. It's time to rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Sim Hui Sing here. Hillside. Back roll. Massive back roll. I don't think you're any bigger than that. Toe side. Scarecrow lands it, which is just a front roll with a 180-degree front spin. Tantrum to Indy. So tantrum is just a back flip with an Indy grab there. Very nice, very clean. Back on his toes now. Front roll. Really landing the tricks outside that wake. Showing the judges he's got the air. He's got the time. Big 360. Hanging it nice and slow. And that looks like that'll be the conclusion on his first run. I think he's happy. I don't think it looks very similar to of what our previous rider, Indonesia, both on the same kind of level here. But who can take the top position? That's going to be tight and tough. We're going to have to wait for those live results to come in. If he can get a stand-up run coming back, I think he may have a very, very high chance to make it into the finals, but that will be determined by the judges and the live results when they come in. But let's watch them now together and enjoy. Here we go. Sim Hui Sing from Singapore back for his final pass here in the Open Men's Heat 1 Wakeboard LCQ, opening up with an air railie. Back on his toes now. It looks like he's having a bit of adjustment. Positioning himself. Again, on the toes, coming in nice and hot. He's going for a front row. Or maybe an elephant, which would require another switchback. Yeah, which is like a scarecrow, but you'd have to switch. So again, I think he was going for scarecrow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that is our final rider. I think he still has another opportunity. That last trick, I think he was going for the elephant, which is kind of like a scarecrow, but with the 180 spin back to the original position. Fortunately, it's just going down. Again, we're in the Open Men's Heat 1 Wakeboard LCQ. All 4 riders have been on the water, with our last rider out there right now before we move into the Open Men's Heat 2. The final heat here of the Open Men's. Coming up very, very soon. Let me check the live results right now. We're sitting here on the beautiful lake of Lake Tondano. Day number 2 of 3 of the IWF Asia Wakefest Minahasa 2023. We do have a new live score coming in right now. We do have a top score coming in from Indonesia, now taking the top position with a score of 54.78. Hello? Yeah. Yeah, tell them. Yeah, guys, if there's a medic, right, don't shoot the boat. Shoot the crowd. Okay, they know. Yeah, understand. Yeah, they're not shooting the boat anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you. Do you want to talk to? Yeah. I'll let them know. So Chief Judge says we can't shoot any accidents or anything like that. Yeah. Say again? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's a nice little overview of this great venue here in the IWF Asia Wakefest Minahasa 2023. Our second day of 3. You can see an absolute perfect setup we have here. The conditions just perfect Today we're doing a lot of the last chance qualifiers for the wakeboard. We're currently in the open men's wakeboard LCQ rounds. Later on the day, we do have the wake surfing coming up later at about 9:30 a.m. So do stick around. We do still have one more heat to go for the open men's wakeboard LCQ round. At 11:15 a.m., we will be moving on to the open women's wake skim and men qualification rounds. At about 12:45 p.m., about just after lunch, we'll be moving on to the amateur women's wake surf last chance qualifier, including the open men's wake surf and wake skim last chance qualification rounds. That is our full lineup of today, which will be done by about 2:30 p.m. So a lot of great activities today, with the third day being a fully packed day with all of our finals for all of our wakeboarding, wake surfing, and wake skim. I'll let you know that schedule at the end of today. But today, let us focus. So right now in the open men's Heat 1 wakeboard LCQ round, I think our top scorer who will most likely proceed to the next round would be Sudanesia from Indonesia with a score of 54.78. I am still waiting for the final live result to come in for Sim Hui Singh from Singapore before I can officially announce that. Nice little shot of the teams from the various different countries, about 8 to 10 different countries here gathering here in North Sulawesi, Indonesia, for this beautiful 3-day event. A lot of smiles and a lot of love. Got a lot of great athletes here, some of the top of their game. Been training for months and months, no doubt, for this beautiful event. Proudly supported by the Indonesia Water Skiing Wakeboard Association, also known as PSAWI. We have Chinese Taipei team. You can see that big T-shirt, proudly showing it off. Just a quick announcement, if you are an athlete, I'm going to be announcing it very soon, but we already have the official results out now for the Open Women's and Open Men's Heat 1 and Open Women's Wakeboard LCQ round results are out live. Again, the top 2 wakeboarders of the Open Women will make it into the finals tomorrow. You can go check out your result online at the IWF website URL. If you're not sure of that URL, please talk to someone who does know, but I can give you that URL if you want. It is head on over to iwf.asia/event/IWF-Asia-Wakefest-Minahasa-2023 if you'd like to check out any general information, including the results and start orders. All right, let me read out the results for the Open Women Wakeboard LCQ results. Again, the top 2 will be proceeding to the finals. And the 2 proceeding to the finals for the Open Women's Wakeboard LCQ, number 1 with a score of 34.56, representing Indonesia, Nadia Talia Signaga. Congratulations, you'll be moving into the finals tomorrow. The other athlete moving into the finals tomorrow would be representing Chinese Taipei with a score of 19.22, Yin Chi Cheng. Congratulations, you two will be moving into the finals tomorrow for the Open Women's Wakeboard. Again, congratulations, great effort out there, pulling out some big tricks. I am still waiting for the Open Men's Heat 1 Wakeboard results to come out. I'm just missing Sim Hui Singh's result before I can officially announce the person moving into the finals. And it looks like we're just about to kick off Heat 2 of the Open Men's Wakeboard LCQ, or known as the Last Chance Qualifier. It gives these athletes who did not make it in through yesterday to have another opportunity to make it into the finals tomorrow. Again, only the winner of the Open Men's Heat 1 or Heat 2 will be proceeding to the finals. That's a total of 2 riders. Here's a nice little shot of our beautiful judges judging this event here on Lake Tondano. People have been giving me a lot of slack about how to pronounce the lake name, but I am trying my best, and I believe I've got it right now. Again, we're here for the IWF Asia Wakefest Minahasa 2023, day number 2. Already had 2 great divisions, and now we're into our 3rd and final wakeboard activity for today. Open Men's Heat 2. Let us go. First off the dock here in Heat 2, we have Kazuki Okazaki representing Japan. Pulling out nice and wide now for a toe side trick. Going for a nice scarecrow with a front roll with a 180-degree front spin. Back on his heels now. Oh, just losing the handle there. It seems like he landed the trick, but sadly just letting go or losing the handle. And that will be full number 1 for Kazuki Okazaki from Japan. 3 riders here, only 1 will proceed to the final, so the pressure is on. So all our athletes will be bringing the best tricks they can do in their return routine. 2 passes to do that, with a maximum of 2 falls allowed. Again, a big shout out to our sponsors, BNI, which you see on your screen as well as the Minahasa City. Without them, this event wouldn't have been possible. So just to let you know, after the wakeboarding, the heat number 2 of the Open Men's, we will be moving on to wake surfing, Open Men's and Open Women's at around 9:30 a.m. So please stick on by if you're on the live stream right now or watching live. We do have a full lineup of activities today to enjoy. All right, here we go. Kazuki Okazaki representing Japan back on the water right now here in the Open Men's Heat 2 wakeboard. Hillside, wow, went for the hoochie glide, which is just the air railie with a method grab with the backhand. Nice trick to end off the run number 1 with 1 more run left to go. I'm really loving the variety of tricks from all of our athletes this morning. We've seen a lot of great, unique tricks, and I'll be explaining those tricks as they happen live on our beautiful lake, Tondano. Situated in the beautiful country of Indonesia on North Sulawesi. My first time visiting here, and I am absolutely have been enjoying it. Day number 1 was fantastic, and now we're here for fantastic day number 2 of 3. But here we go. Kazuki Okazaki from Japan, run past number 2. On his heels now. Beautiful tantrum, or as we like to call it, a backflip, if you're unfamiliar with the name of the trick. Back on his heels now. Just a simple hillside 180 switch. I think he might have been trying to go for something bigger, but now back on his heels once again. Coming really hard. Whoa! Sadly, they're taking his final fall there. It looked like he was going for a back roll with a 180 spin there. Sadly, just going down, unfortunately, and that will conclude Kazuki Okazaki run here in the Open Men's Heat 2 Wakeboard LCQ, or last chance qualifier. Again, only the winner will proceed to the final, and that will be our first athlete down with 2 left to go. We do now have the full scores coming out now for the Open Men's Heat 1 Wakeboard LCQ, and the person proceeding to the finals tomorrow, congratulations, with a score of 54.78 from Indonesia, will be Surdanisia. Congratulations, you'll be moving into the finals tomorrow from the Open Men's Heat 1 Wakeboard LCQ. We'll see you tomorrow for the finals. Congratulations once again. Again, if you want to check out the start orders or the results, please head on by the IWF website, iwf-event/IWF-Asia-Wakefest-Minahasa-2023. If you'd like to check out any general information, including the results and starting orders, this is where I'm getting all my results from as they come in. You can also do the same if you wish. And if you're just tuning into the live stream now and you want more friends and family to check it out, please head on by Facebook and type in minahasa.go.id. We had a lot of people tuning in yesterday from all over the world. I got a lot of great feedback. People absolutely enjoying this beautiful event. But here we go. Second rider off the dock now, Kevin Gladian, representing Indonesia. First pass here on the Open Men's Wakeboard Heat 2 LCQ. Let us find out what he's got in store for us. Entering the wakeboard course right now, starting with a hillside trick. Big air rally or with a 180 spin, which would be a crypt. Back on the hillside now. Big 360, hanging on for dear life. Great recovery there by Kevin Gladian, representing Indonesia. Back on the course now in his hillside, going for the big air rally with a rotation invert. Nice, going for that front roll. A bit sketchy landing, but landed it nonetheless. A very good, solid first pass there. I think he's definitely want to improve his second pass with more tricks to come. We'll probably want to try clean up the landings a bit better. But nonetheless, landing those tricks is the goal to get the points. All right, here we go. Kevin Gladian representing Indonesia here in the Open Men's Heat 2 Wakeboard LCQ, coming back for his second pass now. He knows he has to rack up the points if he wants to make it into the finals. Only one will proceed to the finals tomorrow. Starting off his run now, pulling up on his toes for a hillside first trick. Tantrum, which is just a nice big backflip. Switch now, back on his heels once again. 360, switched. Looking good, back on the toes now, edging in hard. Switched scarecrow, which is just a front roll with a 180-degree turn. Front spin. Nose grab 180 right there. Back on his heels now. Backside 360 with an indie grab. And I think that will conclude his run. Very solid 2 runs by Kevin Gladian. We'll have to check his live scores as they come in to read what those points will be. But that will be decided by the judges. One rider left to go here in the Open Men's exciting Open Men's Heat 2 Wakeboard LCQ. One rider left to go. But again, only one will proceed to the finals. The pressure is on. We do have a score coming out right now for Kazuki Okazaki from Japan. The benchmark has been set with a score of 30.0. That is the live score to beat right now. Here in the Open Men's Heat 2 Wakeboard LCQ. 3 riders, 1 to proceed to the finals. We're going to have to find out together. Kevin Gladian just went out there right now, representing Indonesia. 2 great passes. but we still have one rider on the dock about to go out. Does he have what it takes to make it into the finals tomorrow? All that practice, all those sweat and tears going to be shown on the water in just a moment on this beautiful lake, Tondano. Again, do stick on by. After the Open Men's Heat 2 Wakeboard LCQ round, we will be moving on straight into the Open Women's Wake Surf qualification round, followed by the Open Men's Wake Surfing qualification rounds as well. So please stick on by. They'll be happening about 9:30 a.m. We're at about 9 a.m. right now, so about 30 more minutes until our next event. But we still have one more wakeboarder left to go here in the Open Men's Heat 2 Wakeboard LCQ. Next off the dock, we'll be having Hao Ting Lin representing Chinese Taipei, just hopping in the water right now. Hope you're all really enjoying day number 2 of 3 here at the IWF Asia Wakefest Minahasa 2023. I tell you, I am absolutely loving it. I was here for day 1 with the beautiful opening ceremony. Now we're in day number 2. Not a big day, but definitely a lot of exciting activities in store for us. I did read the schedule out a few times now. I'll keep you up to date with what's happening. But let's get back on the water now with our last rider here in the Open Men's Heat 2 Wakeboard last chance qualifying round. On the water, Hao Ting Lin representing Chinese Taipei. We do have a live score coming in for Kevin Glading with a score of 52.0. So that is the score to beat right now, 52 points. Let's see if Hao Ting Lin can pull it off. He's going to have to do it in 2 passes with all the tricks he has in the bag. Let's see what he does right now live on Lake Tondano, opening up with a huge hillside air railie, which is basically flicking the board outside the body, going for a beautiful 360, switched back onto the 180 now. Back to the hillside once again. Beautiful another 360 hillside with an indie grab. Toe side coming in hot. Another 360, I believe. Back on the hillside. Beautiful invert there. Very safe, solid first pass there for Hao Ting Lin. He's going to definitely want to rack up some more points because the bar has been set by Kevin Gladian from Indonesia with a score of 52.0. That is the score to beat right now. Only the winner will proceed to the finals. His opportunity, his moment for Hao Ting Lin is coming out right now. Pass number 2, the most important pass of his life if he wants to have that chance to make it into the prestigious finals being held tomorrow. The pressure must be on, but with pressure comes results, as I like to say. Let us watch and glue our eyes on him right now. Here we go. Hao Ting Lin, final pass representing Chinese Taipei. Hillside trick. Big 540. Once again on his toe side. Going for a beautiful back roll. Switched back on the heels. Seems to be loving the hillside tricks. Nice invert there. Can you watch? Whoa, I think it was going for a 720 spin there. I think it's one of the first 720. I think we saw 720 yesterday, but that's one of the first of today. Unfortunately, just taking a fall there by his first fall, Hao Ting Lin from Chinese Taipei. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be the conclusion of Open Men's Heat 2 Wakeboard Last Chance Qualifier. Top score, live score is 52.0, held by Kevin Gladian. We'll find out who will be proceeding to the finals once that final live result comes out. I'll let you know as soon as it comes in. Well, that will be the conclusion of our open women and open men wakeboarding activities for today. Do stick on by as we'll be moving right into the wake surfing for the open men and women coming right up at 9:30 a.m. here on the beautiful lake Tondano. What a day here. It's day number 2 of the IWF Asia Wakefest Minahasa 2023. Some beautiful footage of our athletes and the venue. Couldn't ask for a better place to hold such an event. Again, I think it's a good opportunity. I just mentioned the venue, the Lake Tondano, but I should also mention our beautiful organizers of the IWF Wakefest Series 2023 Minahasa. Of course, want a big thanks to our organizers, the Committee Olahraga Nasional Indonesia, also known as KONI, Sulawesi, Utara. This event was sanctioned by the International Water Skiing Wakeboard Federation Asia, also known as IWF Asia, as well as proudly supported by the local Indonesia Water Skiing Wakeboard Association, also known as PSWAWI. Again, a big shout out to our sponsors and stakeholders. Of course, there's the Minahasa City, as well as the one on your screen you see right now, BNI. Hope you're enjoying today, day number 2 of 3. Do sit on by as we'll be moving on to the wake surfing at 9:30. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you see on the screen right now, again, the one proceeding to the finals tomorrow is your local representative, Nadia Atalia Signanaga, with a score of 34.56. That's our top score of the Open Women's Wakeboard LCQ round. Congratulations again, Nadia, for making it into the finals tomorrow. There's a lot of our athletes. You can see Chinese Taipei there. A lot of, I think I can see Team Singapore right there as well. Again, we have about 8 to 10 countries gathered here in this beautiful Lake Tondano for this beautiful 3-day event. Everyone now is realizing they're on TV, on the live stream right now. Big smiles and waves to all of our live viewers right now. They look happy. They look like they're absolutely enjoying the event as well as I am and you watching live. Again, there's a nice little close-up of some of our teams in their booths, having some team chats as we are preparing to transition into the open men's and women's wake surfing coming up at 9:30 a.m. Here's another look into team riders. There's that Chinese Taipei team again, very high energy group of people, very lovely people, all the way from Chinese Taipei. Thumbs up, smiles, and fun. That's what we're all about here on Lake Tondano. Absolutely having fun with us all. Here's another team. Is that team? That's Team Indonesia. There's your local representatives right there, athletes representing the home country. I gotta say, all of our athletes have absolutely been stand-up people, very kind, very friendly, and most of all, they're great athletes, putting on some big tricks for all of us watching, both live and on the lake. There's definitely a beautiful community around here in North Sulawesi, Indonesia. The people here are great. This event is great, and we're hoping we can come back next year for even a bigger one. But again, do stick on by. About 9:30, we'll be transitioning to our next event activity for the day, which will be the Open Women's Open Wakeboard Wake Surfing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the screen right now, you can see our final score.